We'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Hawkeyes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Purdue's offense will go on the attack first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Handoff from the gun. And the visitors have nothing doing as they are greeted rudely on the opening play of the game. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on third down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Breeze. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Snyder. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. They'll try to power it in. Touchdown, Iowa! Great job by the back on the option. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Fernandez. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Fernandez. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. The Boilermakers look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Fernandez. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Purdue! He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride right on. Running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Gets it to him on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack.
Turning it on! And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeye! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Purdue heads back out to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gun of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the knee on third down. Catch in the middle. It's Lockett. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Lockett. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Got it in the middle. It's Sims. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful. I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown! Extra point here will tie the game.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams in the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we...
Got a lot of room to the right. That's 20. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches it in.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Lockett. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Boilermakers come to the line in the hurry up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Lockett. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Boilermakers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Purdue! And they take it in for 6 more points. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Iowa has the ball back on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Touchdown, Hawkeye! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Boilermakers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. From the gun, running back gets the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Under fire. Oh, it's a fumble. Bounced right back to them. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but...
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
He's down at the 27. They can stop the clock, and this is a first down. Wants to throw on first down. Skips away from pressure. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Wide out trying to get it in. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Iowa! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. He stopped way short of the first down. They tried the fake, and no one was fooled. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got a chance. Oh, out of space. He's at the 40. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that one.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Sims. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
The Boilermakers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Lockett. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Boilermakers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Purdue!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he puts through the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it back. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Spins away from the defender, and he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Hawkeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Off the play fake. Buys a little time. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Here's a heat. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Hawkeyes line up to punt it away. And they're going to try it again. It's another fake. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down.
They had the exact look they had practiced for and what they wanted. The up man gets the snap directly. He's able to use the speed, get the first down, and the chains are moving.
Breaks into the open. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes have their offense in high gear. Jet sweep to the receiver. Running to Green.
Man, you just hold your breath every time this particular receiver gets the ball in his hands. Because of his speed, he's dangerous to score every single time he touches it. That time on the jet sweep, though, the defense did a better job playing team defense and getting him on the ground.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. That is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Pringle. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's complete on the right side. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Grab behind the line. It's Potts. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Fernandez. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Runs through the tackle. And he's knocked down in the backfield, but man, how many tackles did he escape before he was finally brought down?
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And getting to this quarterback is pivotal. You saw last drive, way too much time. They score a touchdown. Nice job on 2nd down. Anticipating the pass, playing the pass, getting the sack, and now forcing a difficult 3rd down.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. There he goes! The 20. He's at touchdown, Iowa! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. With that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Offense in a bunch formation. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Working that left side, and they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Boilermakers want to move quickly. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets it out fast. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give from the gun. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance.
And the ball comes out close to the goal line.
It was a golden opportunity on that 2-point conversion attempt, but he fumbles. You got to have better ball security. They come away with no points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Iowa has the ball back on offense. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Going right to work up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
It's caught. The 2-point try is good, and now it's a 3-point game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
He's got him. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dances away to buy time. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spot, like make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Balls and fired complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Breeze. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
This is such an interesting moment for the offensive coordinator because you're already in field goal range with an opportunity to tie this game and send it to OT, but you want to be aggressive and you believe in your own playmakers to step up, and that's why they're still being aggressive in throwing the football, but there's a huge risk component with that. You can't take sacks and you can't turn it over. What do you do here if you're on offense?
Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. And the Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. The snap sets up to throw.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
Oh, they're after him. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year.
Thank you.